Hey, what's up? Kris Krohn here, and today I'm making a little video for you on how to retire by the age of 20. Now, I'm clearly not 20 anymore, but I will tell you that I retired by the age of 26. And if I could time machine myself back in time, I could have done it a lot faster. So this is my shot of living vicariously through you and hopefully showing you a fantastic map of how you can actually retire by the age of 20.
'Cause we're gonna be legends. What we're doing here ain't just scary. It's about to be legendary.
All right, so check it out. Let's actually define what you in fact mean by retire, because I used to tell people I retired at the age of 26 and I didn't retire. What I did is I became financially independent. It meant that I didn't need to have a job. Now, if you're watching this video, you might be saying maybe college is for you, maybe it's not, but clearly you're thinking far more entrepreneurial. So that's what I'm gonna be playing with today. Now, let's just kind of help you understand a couple of things. Number one, you have to define what do you want? And for you to say you retired or you're financially independent, like what amount of money is that? Like you could go get a job, make $3,000 a month or $4,000 a month, and you might be saying to yourself, all right, I want $4,000 a month residually coming in. And if I hit that, I'm not getting a job, maybe I'm not going to college, and I can kind of catapult from there. Does that make sense? So you define how much is it where you could say I retired. The second thing that I want you to play with is that you have got to be reading books, because you are a young mind and that young mind has to be nurtured and fed. It's got to be inspired. I recommend that you read no less than 2 books a month, and you should be reading, if this is your goal, you should be reading on money, wealth, finance, real estate, and mindset. So get those personal development books. Go read Think and Grow Rich. Get a copy of my books. You can get them in the link below for free. I've got a couple of them there. Go read Napoleon Hill. Go read some of the books that are out there and get your mindset right so that you can get yourself amped up with the right positivity and mindset. That's what a young mind needs. That's what I filled my mind with that got me there at age 26. So know what you want. You want to be reading at least 2 books a month, which is what I recommend. And then number 3, now rubber hits the road. We get into this side hustle. And it can't be your main hustle, it's got to be a side hustle. And I want to know, what is your side hustle going to be? Like, let's just kind of brainstorm a couple of the common ones that are out there. You could say, I'm going to mow lawns. Or you could say, I'm going to detail cars. And you might say, I'm going to do some pressure washing of driveways to kind of get the filth and grime off. You could say, I'm going to do a paper route. Maybe it's window washing. Maybe you've learned how to play an instrument and you have students. So just for a moment, take a look at this. Pick something. I mean, frankly, all of these are easy. They're really simple. It doesn't take a degree to start a window washing company. It doesn't even take a whole lot of materials to start a lawn mowing company, right? You can do this. And you go door to door and you push yourself and you hustle. Now you get your hustle on, and here's step 1. Let's just say that you're gonna do the old school lawns. I'm gonna mow some lawns. You need to understand this. I am not telling you to be in the game of landscape. You're starting as the business operator, you're gonna become a business owner. That's the mindset shift. So people always fail at this next part that I'm really good at, and most people are scared of it. But this is what it looks like. Go out there and mow lawns. Let's say you're getting paid $50 a lawn, and let's say that you hustle and you get yourself 50 lawns every single week that you can mow. Now what's 50 times 50? It's $2,500. You got $2,500 a month rolling in the summer. What can you do? Go find a kid for $1,000 or $1,200 that'll do the job for you. Now all of a sudden, you're just collecting money and you're getting paid 50% of the money by putting someone else to work that also wants to make $1,200 a month. Does that make sense? Step 1 is develop the side hustle. Step 2 is figure out how to farm it out, and you always want to keep a 30 to 50% margin. That's where this is going to work. Now, in the event that I have collected $2,500 in lawns and I'm paying half of it out, I'm at a 50% margin. If I paid out more like $1,800 and kept the other $700, then I would be at more like a 30% margin. So you want to understand that really basic principle of I'm going to get the party started and then gonna have someone else do the work. Now, what do you do when you develop your side hustle and you farmed out the work? Then you get another side hustle. You either expand this one or you say, you know what, we're expanding into window washing. And we charge $400 for windows, and you go out there and you actually learn how to sell your services of window washing. Then what do you do once you have enough business rolling? You bring your buddy in, you pay them, let's just call it again, 50% of the money, and guess what? They're now running the business and you're the owner, but you're collecting. What if you were making $1,000 a month here and not running the business? What if you're making $1,000 here and not running the business? What if you also added car detailing and it paid you an extra $2,000 a month? Well, if what you wanted was $4,000 a month, $1,000 here, $2,000 here, I've got 6 employees. These are the people that are out there actually doing the work. That's the mental leap. You want to know where people get stuck in this leapfrog? Is that they think that what they want is to be a business operator. They want to feel good about getting paid for putting in time. You don't want that. You want to learn how to be really comfortable getting paid for putting in no time, because you learn to be smarter instead of working harder. People don't get this, but I'm the king of leverage for a reason, and you're learning it right now. So you want to be retired at the age of 20? It's real simple, my friend. Know what you want. Make sure that you're always feeding your mind, learning and growing. Get your side hustle, and then bring in people to do that side hustle for you. You become the owner instead of the operator. And here's the last step. There's leftover money floating around. You know what you should do? You should put it in the game of real estate. That's how I became retired at the age of 26. But this is a way for you to have your cash flow and to have money you can put into real estate as well. And if you're keen on this idea of, hey, Kris is saying I need to be reading 2 books a month, I got 2 books that you can get started with here. I've got one that is how to make a lot of money in real estate, and I've got one on how to develop the ultimate achiever's mindset. And both of these books in the links below are actually free while supplies last. All you got to do is click below, cover the shipping on them, and the actual book itself will actually get sent out to you. And it's not just good reading material that helps meet this criteria. It also just happens to be information that will help you develop your next side hustle, mentally in the brain or in actuality. So listen, thanks so much for watching today. Hope that answered your question. Can you be financially free, independent at the age of 20? Of course you can. And now you know how. Subscribe. I'll see you on tomorrow's video.